Alright, this what's finna happen, right? I'm finna sit up here and watch Death Battle season finale. Now, as a Cole McGrath fan, I should want to bet for him. So, I'm gonna put my money on Cole. But the reality is he about to get smashed. And I didn't even see the fight. I didn't see it up to this point. So, this is gonna be my live reaction. I never push past none of the clips, so let's just watch this. Let's see how well they back each other up.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by HelloFresh
and Shady Rays. Cole McGrath, the patron saint of Infamous.
Alex Mercer, the Blacklight Virus prototype from Prototype. That's right, champions. You voted for it, so we're finally doing it. Long after these characters were ever relevant. Oh, hey, look what I found in the trash.
They was always relevant.
An old script we wrote for this very matchup way back in 2013.
Wait, we haven't emptied our trash in 10 years?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Is this gonna be some type of fight that...
With great power comes great responsibility. Tobey Maguire's not the only superhero who's had to learn that lesson.
Cole McGrath was just your average electric boy in Empire City until one day he opened a package that exploded in his face.
This was the Ray Sphere, a device that, upon erupting, destroyed much of the city and tore through Cole at the atomic level,
killing him instantly. Nah, actually, he scooped up some superpowers. Cool, 70 superpowers.
More specifically, Cole became a conduit, one of many beings who are granted supernatural abilities from the Ray Sphere explosion.
Which also turned Empire City into a godforsaken hellscape. This world needed a hero, or at least an anti-hero willing to clean up the mess he sort of technically made.
Cole put his powers to the test, battling rogue superpowered conduits, including the mastermind behind the blast, Kessler.
Let's be real, none of Cole's powers are as sick nasty as his parkour skills, but his ability to manipulate electricity is pretty sweet too.
Cole controls electromagnetic energy. Not only can he generate a smorgasbord of powerful lightning attacks, he can also manipulate thermal, kinetic, and gravitational energies. Electromagnetism is pretty broad after all. This includes his radar pulse, which detects the bioelectricity inside organisms even if they're hidden or transformed.
And for good measure, he got to add some ice powers to his kit. He can throw ice grenades, shoot ice spikes, and let out some epic ice farts.
He can levitate like Electric Iron Man, grind on rails like Shadow the Hedgehog, read your mind like Goku's Muffin Button, charge up with extra karmic energy, also like Shadow the Hedgehog, and generate force fields like
Shadow the Hedgehog.
But these aren't just force fields. They literally convert any matter they touch into energy that Cole absorbs. That's insane.
How's that?
Are you familiar with a little equation called E equals MC squared?
I ain't never heard of that.
Oh, well, it defines the mathematical relationship between matter and energy. Essentially, how much energy any given mass contains.
Okay, the largest mass object Cole absorbs is a 343-gram helicopter chain gun round.
Perfectly converting matter to energy is technically impossible, but hey, this is a video game. The mass contained in that bullet, when multiplied by the speed of light squared, would release an energy equivalent to over 7 megatons of TNT. This means Cole's energy output is basically fueled by a nuclear reactor.
Oh, so he's like a living super bomb, always ready to go off. Sounds like my first ex-wife.
Should he somehow run low on energy, he can drain it from nearby appliances to recharge. He's even learned to drain the bioelectricity from people, like this.
Yikes. That's not gonna mean nothing to the second
his electricity through his amp, a giant tuning fork which lets him ring around the Rosie to death.
Sound
or
good,
he can
but
just
ain't gonna
make
work.
lightsabers out of his hands. That's cool too. And because he follows Pokemon rules, Cole's extra resistant to electric attacks.
With these powers, Cole chewed through Kessler's forces, including Sasha, whose black tar powers could infect and control minds.
And he eventually faced down that son of a bitch himself and pwned his ass, despite Kessler having his exact same powers. Coincidence?
Turns out the architect of Cole's misery was himself from an alternate future timeline, manipulating events from the shadows to ensure this version of Cole became a better hero than Kessler ever was.
Yeah, you see, Cole's superpowers are molded through his actions, increasing in power and utility based on how good or evil he acts. Naturally, as a good person, Cole shaped his powers to be more focused to target the bad guys. That pussy shit! Evil Cole is way more awesome sus! He blows everything up! Collateral damage? Who cares? He can control fire! just happened? Oh, who wrote this shit?
The point is, Kessler's whole plan was meant to prevent the apocalypse, which would appear in the form of the Beast, a conduit of unimaginable power.
Cole is strong
That was
enough to
cool.
create massive thunderstorms, fast enough to route electricity moving at 90% the speed of light, and maybe thanks to Kessler, tough enough to take on the Beast.
Which possessed the power of the ray sphere itself. It could regenerate at an atomic level and eradicate all of Empire City in a single attack. Fortunately, after a grueling battle, Cole defeated the Beast once and for all.
Though ultimately, it wasn't Cole's power that made him a hero.
In order to stop a plague created by the ray sphere, Cole sacrificed his life, eradicating the conduit genes and saving all of humanity.
Oh, yeah,
Sure, he
did
also
do that.
killed thousands of conduits in the process, but hey, what's a few corpses when building a better tomorrow? This trolley stops for no one.
Cole was remembered as a saint by the people of New Marais, as a hero by the friends he left behind, and an inspiration to future generations. A true testament to the responsibility of power.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. We're certainly busy over here at the
I'm
Death
just
Battle
playing
Labs,
that
so
game.
HelloFresh's quick and easy meals and 15-minute meals are a godsend.
What's really great about saving time cooking for yourself and your family is that it gives you more time with them. Easy to make breakfast, kid-approved lunches and snacks, and time-saving dinners, HelloFresh has what it takes to keep everyone, including you, satisfied.
And with the new season comes new recipes. You can take your pick of 40 weekly recipes that suit your lifestyle, from veggie, family-friendly to fit and wholesome.
And with HelloFresh, you always know you're getting top-notch produce, since it travels from the farm to your door in less than 7 days.
Go to HelloFresh.com/50deathbattle and use code 50deathbattle for 50% off, plus 15% off the next 2 months.
You heard that right. That's HelloFresh.com/50deathbattle. Use code 50deathbattle for 50% off, plus 15% off the next 2 months.
And thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring our show. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. With great power comes great responsibility. But not everybody's got an Uncle Ben to tell him that.
Alex Mercer woke
Oh,
up
yeah,
in
he can
hell.
go crazy.
Manhattan Island was gripped by the horrific Black Light virus, transforming its citizens into terrifying monsters.
Alex had no memories. He was a man without a past, and maybe no future. But he did have one thing.
Code
The Black
name
Light
Zeus.
virus can rewrite your cells all the way down to your DNA. And somehow it granted Alex incredible superhuman abilities. He can infect anyone he touches with this virus, altering their biology at the molecular level in seconds, and giving him complete control over their actions.
So Alex pushed on, desperate to avenge himself and the city by finding whatever monster unleashed this nightmare and eat them. Yeah, he can consume people to give himself a power boost. He's like Kirby, if Kirby listened to Linkin Park.
This extra biomass gives him superhuman strength, a greater metabolic rate, increased reaction times, and even a regenerative healing factor. Essentially, Alex is an ever-evolving super being, the ultimate being.
Oh, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
By consuming victims, Alex also receives all their memories and experiences, including Peter Randall, a 69-year-old man whose entire history Alex processed in just 11 seconds. Being able to condense that much information into that time frame means Alex can perceive events happening within 5 nanoseconds.
Which is about how long I was married to my second ex-wife.
Alex can shapeshift his body at will, creating disguises, increasing his muscle mass, and forming nearly unbreakable armor. And when he wants to kill someone, he can become his own weapon, turning his limbs into claws and blades, or generating countless tendrils that give him unmatched control over his environment.
With these goopy powers, he came up with a bunch of Street Fighter moves, like the air dash, the cannonball, the bullet dive drop, and the Hunter Dirt Nap. Pretty sure that was my third ex-wife's boyfriend's stripper name.
And after consuming enough people, Alex reaches critical mass and can unleash his evil slot in powerful ultimate attacks.
Like the Tendril Barrage Devastator. Ah, it's beautiful.
Despite being seen as the world's most wanted terrorist, fair, Alex used his powers to stop the spread of the virus and end the city's nuclear devastation.
It was then he learned the truth.
nigga killed
He
it.
wasn't Alex Mercer at all.
He was the Black Light virus itself, which absorbed the memories and likeness of the real Alex Mercer, who was not only dead, but actually responsible for all of this in the first place. To decipher this, I recreated the Black Light virus myself, the most dangerous...
Why is it empty?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
So the man Alex was hunting the whole time was himself. Dun dun dun.
That's right, Boomstick. Turns out Dr. Alex Mercer helped create the Blacklight virus, and when things didn't work out and he was about to die, he recklessly unleashed it upon the city.
What a petty SOB. What he didn't know was that the virus would merge with his sentience and memories and become a new Alex. How? Why? Don't question it, it's a nothing burger.
But is this massive viral material that calls itself Alex actually human in any meaningful way?
The poor bastard sure tried to be. Too bad humans can be dicks, and everyone kept betraying him. Even the so-called love of his life, who shot him in the face. Whoa! So, Alex figured, obviously, humanity had to go.
Not just go, but be made better. Whatever goodness remaining with this Alex was left behind as he plotted to unleash a second Blacklight virus, recreating humanity into a super species in his own image. Great power became great terror.
Classic anime RPG villain stuff. And he was strong enough to do it. Alex can casually tear buildings apart, dodge supersonic tank shells, and even defeated the Supreme Hunter, who was tough enough to survive a nuclear blast that would have leveled Manhattan.
Based on the blast radius given in-game, that's 450 kilotons of TNT.
Speaking of nukes, Alex survived one. His healing factor is off the chain. And after being blasted into paste, all he needed was the tiniest bit of himself to come back good as new.
His healing occurs at the cellular level, making him virtually impossible to kill so long as he keeps consuming.
But attempting to take over the world and kill millions of people pissed off a certain James Heller, a dude who had just had enough of his fucking weird, fucking rambling shit.
Who used the same virus powers to consume Alex once and for all.
Live by the Kirby symbiote, die by the Kirby symbiote. But was Alex just a virus after all? I mean, what's more human than the urge to conquer the world, drive its species to the slaughter, consume its raw genetic resources, and crown yourself king?
How he
Maybe
gonna
the
beat
day
him,
Alex
fool?
Mercer
Unless he
died
fried
was the
everything
day
in his
he
way.
truly became human.
Wow.
Unless Cole
intense.
somehow
Fuck
figure
yeah,
out how
boys.
to. I don't know how he gonna beat him, y'all. I don't know how he
PPG
gonna beat him.
Plastics also manufactures a line
I don't
of
see
oil
no
cans.
real point in
The
this fight no
Reacher
more.
comes with two adjustable pipe.
I don't
This episode
see
sponsored by
no
Shady Rays.
real.
Something giving you trouble this season? Take it on with
Come
beer
on,
built to
Cole.
last. Shady Rays premium polarized shades are
I got
perfect for the
your
warm
back, Cole.
weather and available at an affordable price.
Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class
you
product that's
beat him,
just as good as any of
The
those
only
expensive
way
pairs you've
Cole
worn.
gonna beat this
They're
man
also built tough
is if
with
he
durable
get him
frames
down
and
and
clear
he
optics
drain
for
his
the
energy.
outdoors.
That's not even the best
But I don't
protection
even
this
think that's
eyewear
gonna really
provides.
do too
If you
much.
lose or break a pair,
'Cause
even on day one,
he
they
already
told us
done
they'll
touched
send you
him
a brand new
and
pair,
gave him the
no
virus.
questions asked.
You can wear your Shady Rays with confidence because every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and
Come on,
broken
y'all.
replacements.
They have your back long after you purchase.
I'm glad they got this
Exclusively
going
our
on for
viewers,
right now.
Shady Rays
'Cause
is
now
giving out
thinking
their
about
best
it,
deal of the season.
Go to
I got my money on
shadyrays.com and
Cole.
use the code DEATH for 50% off 2 or more pairs of
I gotta
polarized
put my money on
sunglasses.
Cole.
Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over
I know they gonna lowball him,
250,000 people.
but they gonna really highball him. But I got my money on Cole.
All right, the buttons are
Come on,
set.
Cole.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Blue underdog, let's go. Oh yeah, they ooh. Alex got that helicopter. Alright, Cole showed up.
I
Let's-
think I've still got room for dessert. Buddy, you are one sick freak.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cole got reflex. Oh, he got grabbed. Doing the brick. Ooh. Okay. Alright, they playing off the gameplay of the quality from Cole game and Alex game to a T, but they give Cole the extra hand to get up. So he froze. Oh yeah, he do got ice powers. Oh, got him. They ain't gonna work though. You know that. He back on it. Cole. Cole looking for him. See him. Damn, he glitched it there. He ate him, man.
You don't know the half of it.
Ooh. Grab him. Cole, hold on. Back, fool. He on that. Damn. Helicopters. Doing this shit. So, ain't over there. Oh, yeah, I did this. And these spirit right up.
So much power, and yet you wasted
right
on
after
these
that.
vermin. You and I can change this world for the better. The only vermin I see here is you.
Good shit, cuz. Come on, Cole. Oh, yeah, they brought it back. They brought back his blades. The pencil blades. Ooh. Cole now going. Damn. He hacking on him. Come on, Cole. Come on, Cole. Woo.
I'll just take it.
Oh.
Good idea.
Cole coming back. Cole doing it. He gonna do it. He gonna do it.
This world sure
Thunder
isn't
drum.
perfect, but it's a lot better without you in it, asshole.
Cole get it. Cole did it.
That script was in the trash. I had to hear
Cole
some
did it.
awesome sauce.
Both opponents were incredibly versatile and deadly, and both could match each other's powers
Cole
blow
did it.
for blow.
They could each create weapons, amplify their strength, and fight at range.
But could Cole survive Alex's infection? Well, Alex would usually need to weaken an
How,
opponent to get
though?
that to work. Even then, the Ray Sphere incident that created Cole's powers in the first place ripped apart everyone else down to the atomic level, and the Beast's attacks were capable of the same thing. Considering the Blacklight virus only works down to molecular DNA, it's reasonable to say Cole would be able to resist it.
Sure, Alex could have potentially consumed Cole's biomass to give himself an edge, but Cole could just do the same thing to Alex, absorbing his bioelectricity to power himself back up.
But nothing could challenge the
I knew it. I said it.
Everything Alex survived could simply not match Cole's force fields, and especially
Smart
not
and
the
more
power
experienced
of the
part of the
Beast.
key to
blast
do
the
the
Beast created
regeneration.
actually had a much wider radius than the one the
Cole,
Supreme
more
Hunter
powerful,
could survive.
better
to compete with
range.
these foes,
Hold
this means
on.
Cole
Could just do the same thing to Alex, absorbing his bioelectricity to power himself back up.
but nothing
They say Cole McGrath more powerful. He's not more powerful than Alex Mercer. Better ranged options. I give him that. Cole won, man. I can't even lowball my boy. I was betting on him to lose, cause Death Battle got a habit of lowballing people. So I was betting on him to lose, but he got the W.
could challenge the gap in power.
Let's hear him,
Everything
though.
Alex
Let's
survived
hear him.
could simply not match Cole's force fields, and especially not the power of the Beast. The blast the Beast created actually had a much wider radius than the one the Supreme Hunter could survive. To compete with these foes, this means Cole was simply far more powerful than Alex.
Speaking of the Beast, Cole's ability to disintegrate it at the atomic level meant that even Alex's crazy molecular regeneration couldn't stand up to Cole's might.
Just like how Cole could overpower Kessler despite his resistance to electricity, or how he resisted Sasha's mind control powers, which were eerily similar to the Blacklight virus.
But I bet you're wondering, what if Alex fought evil Cole instead? Well, it'd be even worse, because that Cole took the Beast's power for himself. That's good night for Angry Virus Boy.
Alex was a versatile, deadly opponent, but Cole's counters, speed, and raw power gave him the edge.
Alex got the Cole shoulder, just like this stupid script.
The winner
Bro.
is Cole McGrath. Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where
won.
members get to choose a matchup for the next season. So click that join button and jump into our Champions Discord.
Wait. what they got for next time. Frieza? Frieza and Megatron? Frieza!